Joey Logano through 3 and 4 for the final time. There's the contact. He does get to him. The 11 on the inside. He gets into the wall. Dillon's going to win it at the line.
As you've seen, Austin Dillion, everyone's seen it by now. What he did to win at Richmond. Now, first off, this is it's a situation you do not want to be in. On the one hand, you got to be happy. Austin Dillion, out of nowhere, wins at Richmond in the playoffs. But the way he did it, he dumps Joey Logano, then right hooks Denny Hamlin. Then he goes into the wall, and as you see, Austin Dillion wins. But we got to talk about a couple things. We got to talk about the way Austin Dillion won this race and the playoff format. Because before this race, Austin Dillion was 32nd in points, or somewhere around there, but I'm pretty sure it was 32nd. One race he goes from 32nd into the points up to into the playoffs in the top 13 right now. That cannot happen. We need to change the rules. Something needs to be done about the playoffs and the win and you're in situation. You can't have guys running 30th every race, have one good race, win it, and are in the playoffs. It can't happen like this. But first off, let's talk about how Austin Dillion won this race. This shouldn't have happened in the first place. Austin Dillion had a clean race, a good race, ran up in the front all day in the top 5, and then his car, on that bottom, it stuck on the bottom. It was just a little bit better than anyone else. He was able to pass Denny Hamlin with about 30 or 40 laps to go. I don't remember. I think it was 30 laps. He passes Denny Hamlin, drives off to the lead. He has the race won. 2 laps left, going into turn 1, right in front of Austin Dillion. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. makes contact with Ryan Preece. They both go up the track. Stenhouse hits the walls. Preece spins out. Caution comes out, so we go to overtime. And in overtime, Austin Dillion does not get a good restart. As they were saying during the race, he doesn't have much experience on restarts up in the front. So Joey beats him off the restart. He's clear by 4 car lengths. White flag, go down the backstretch. Logano looks like he's won the race. But into turns 3 and 4, Austin Dillion sends it down in there. He sends it in, makes contact with Joey, bumps him, spins him out. But Denny Hamlin sneaks through on the inside. Looks like he has the race won. But Austin Dillion hooks him in the right rear. Hamlin goes up, makes contact with the wall at a very awkward angle. Good thing Hamlin wasn't injured or nothing. I hope he wasn't, because he hit that wall at a pretty awkward angle. Hard to slide into the wall. But Dillion gets the win. Now, I'm very conflicted about this. On the one hand, Austin Dillion, he should have won the race in the first place. None of that should have even happened. But second off, the way he did it, that's not how you want to win the race. He said it. He said it when he was being interviewed on the front stretch. It's not the way you want to win it. But you gotta do what you gotta do. But if it wasn't for the playoff format, he wouldn't have had to do what he had to do to win the race to make the playoffs. Which is why we gotta discuss and think about a new way, a new format for the playoffs, because this isn't gonna work long term. You can't be having this weekly, or maybe not weekly, but every couple races a year. You can't have someone desperate just flat out dumping the field, wrecking everyone in sight just to get the win to make the playoffs. We cannot have this happen. So now the question is, what do you do? What do you do to prevent this from happening? First off, I gotta say, you gotta change the playoff format in the winning you're in. The actual 16-man playoff format, 10 races, it's not the worst thing in the world. That I'm okay with, but you gotta change this winning you're in. I mean, this has been about 10 years now of this. We've seen this a few times, but Austin Dillion took it to the extreme. He dumped 2 guys, or he dumped Joey, right hooked Denny into the wall. You gotta change this, man. I mean, winning your end, maybe. I saw somewhere someone said maybe change it to where you gotta win 2 races to get in. And I kind of agree with him on somewhat. somewhat there agree with him. I kind of like that, but I don't really know. It's a difficult situation to be in, as I've seen NASCAR to kind of flirting with the entertainment side rather than the sport of the hard racing, you know what I mean? They're going more to the entertainment, the beating, bumping, right to the line, the entertainment, the more people coming in to watch the races, see all the excitement. That's not NASCAR. To somewhat extent it is, but not what Austin Dillon did. That is not NASCAR. The entertainment side is, NASCAR is too much into the entertainment and that aspect of it rather than the sport itself. So what do we do from here? Gotta change the playoff format somehow. I don't know how. I honestly don't. Maybe change the winning your end situation. Make it, you gotta win 2 races. And you gotta, I don't know. Yeah, win 2 races. Get in on points. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But for now, I agree. Austin Dillon should not have raced the way he did. But if it wasn't for Ricky Stenhouse Jr., we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. I wanted to point this out. As I was making this video, I saw NASCAR, the highlights from the Richmond race last night is number 9 on trending in YouTube. I don't know what trending, if it's a category between like sports, other entertainment, like I don't know if that's all of YouTube, I assume it is. But either way, 9 on trending, either way, just shows you that NASCAR is more invested, has more attention on. What I'm trying to say is they are more into the entertainment side than the actual racing. They see, number 9 on trending. They're going to have this everywhere. Austin Dillon. It's going to be everywhere since it's trending. Get all the people looking looking at the sport. But yeah, I just thought that was funny that it was 9 on trending. That's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys can enjoy this type of content. I also want to thank you guys so much. 500 subscribers. Halfway to 1,000. That is insane. Thank y'all so much. But now, the race is on to the playoffs. I'm going to keep making videos on the playoffs each week. On the situation in NASCAR. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's hope we don't see more crap like that in the future. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.